Good morning, everyone. We are back and we are talking about the fourth and final week plus days of November leading up into December 3rd. So I know that there is more than a week left in the fourth week of November. It's kind of wonky the way some of these months will fall where you get an extra week or an extra half week or whatever. But this is going to be from November 22nd leading all the way until December 3rd. December 3rd will actually start our new budget. So we don't really have anything to show you in the way of fixed expenses or anything of that nature. Week number 4 plus, I should say, because it's more than 7 days, is going to lead us into a very, very quiet beginning of December. We don't have any fixed expenses this week. We are not doing grocery shopping this week. These alternate weeks of grocery shopping where I shop one week, don't shop the next. And I use things out of our prepper pantry and things of that nature. Now, my prepping channel, I am prepping food. So over on my prep channel, you'll see, well, hold on, you did order this or you did order that, but that's not my normal grocery shop. That is stock up items that I use. And then on the weeks that we don't shop, we just pull from those stock items and other prepper pantry items that we have in stock. I do have linked below my prepper pantry channel if anybody is interested in seeing that as well, and how we are doing on that channel as well, because prepping, y'all, is getting a lot harder when you're trying to pay for groceries, which are consistently going up with inflation, and you're trying to prep additional meals on the side for later uses. But slow and steady usually seems to win the race. So no grocery money for this week will be deposited into my envelope. No gas is needed. I'm not going anywhere with Uber. No buffer was needed to be pulled out either. And we're just going to keep it very simple yet again this week. Now, our upcoming 2024 year is looking really crazy busy for all of us here at the house. New things are going on, new projects are going on, the continuance of buying the things that I need for my kids' rooms and the visions that they have for the rooms and other things that I'm just going to need to be purchasing. Is going to definitely still be in full swing, and our firm is still going to be taken into the new year as a quote-unquote debt, but it's a happy debt. And there's not very often times that you can say there's a debt that you're happy about. But like I said, the instant gratification that we're getting for the items that we need to have in the house right now and paying these different things off is definitely a plus. Now, I will say that I am going to do a roundup here at the end of this week, just in case there is something that needs to be purchased or any expense at the end of this week. I will update you guys on that as well. So with that being said, right now we are going to cash stuff $300 for the fourth and final week of November. Now again, remember there's going to be more than just 7 days in the final week, because we're taking it from the 22nd of November all the way to the 3rd of December. So very easy breakdown as you see here. We're going to stick with the 5.5K challenge, which is my $100 to my $1,000 challenge. It's 10 different challenges and they go up in increments of 100. So I've got a 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 700, 800, 900, and then $1,000 challenge. And I just gave each challenge their specific category. And I love the way that my son and I set that up because it makes it super simple for me. I just created our own dashboards and I gave each challenge a specific duty. This is what this money is going to be saved for in this challenge and so forth. So I'm continuing with that as well. And in this new year coming up, I'm going to continue with that fairly consistently. And the reason for that is the KISS approach for me, which in my instance stands for keeping it simple and successful, is the fact that that is the way that my life has taken a major turn since June of this year, 2023, when I've had to burn a lot of bridges and pretty much get a lot of toxicity out of my life, be it friends, be it family members, things of that nature, and learn that life is short and life should be happy. And what doesn't make you happy needs to leave your life. And it took me, as I mentioned in a previous video, almost 47 years now to figure this out. So with that being said, we've got a lot of great things coming ahead. There's not going to be any purchases for the upcoming 2024 year. I am going to be 100% Etsy free, which means zero spending. Now, I tried that in the past and failed, but I am going to do that. My daughter and I are working on some stickers for budgeting. My daughter is a fantastic and fabulous, talented artist, and she is phenomenal at making stickers. My son, who you all know, Philip, he is going to be 12 in January, can make trackers, can make me anything that I need, whether it's a scratch off, whether it's anything on the planet dealing with budgeting. So, well, there is no more Etsy for me. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't be doing anything for other people, because if I decide to purchase something off Etsy and give it to somebody, then I have a right to do that. But for myself, there is no more Etsy. I can pretty much produce anything that I need to continue on my budgeting journey. The workbook budget paycheck system will be continuing with that. That is the only thing that I did buy this year. When the Budget Mom came out with the new one, I did buy the printed copy, and y'all, I can print it more than once, which is a blessing. I know a lot of people want to buy the hardcover or the whatever the cover is. I'm not even sure if it's even a hardcover. But those are super expensive, y'all, and those are a one and done, and I can't see doing a one and done. I have two other printable versions that I can print. I have the Organized Money, and that's by Elena. I have her Budget by Paycheck System workbook that she has, and I bought that years ago, several years ago. So I have that always on hand, and I also have the original one from Rainbow Budgets as well. That was also printable that I bought on Etsy. So both of those young ladies, I did buy those off of Etsy. In fact, I think Elaine is probably my age. So when I say young lady, I mean just in a nice sense, you know. But anyways, I've got those, and plus I have the Budget by Paycheck workbook system from the Budget Mom that, again, I just bought just recently. And y'all, I only paid $27 for this system, and I can print it over and over again. Never am I ever going to have to buy, and I will say never ever, will I ever buy another budget paycheck system or anything. I've got 3. They're all printables. I've got copies of all. I've got binders full of blank ones that are already ready to set and go. I am currently printing another copy of the Budget by Paycheck workbook system from the Budget Mom as well. So I don't need anything. I need absolutely nothing. And I'm so happy to say that I am content with what I have and things of that nature. So for myself, there's not going to be any extra expenses coming for Etsy. So that is a goal that I have. I will be doing a video up here currently really quickly, shortly in the future, showing you exactly what I plan to take into 2024. And I'm keeping my approach simple and successful, because that is what works for me. And if it works, don't change it. It's not broken. As many times I've tried to change it and add more savings challenges to my things, I'm not doing that anymore. It's not happening. So anyways, I do have the 2024 outlook coming up, and what I'll be using for budgeting is pretty much what I'm using right now. I might throw a couple of extra things in. I already have in here exactly what I need for the 2024 upcoming year, minus a couple of things that I'm working on right now, but those will be in here, so you'll be seeing those here shortly. And it's only a couple extra challenges that I will be throwing in here, but other than that, everything's pretty much going to stay even keel and still the same. So be looking for that video to come out here either this weekend or next weekend or whenever, but that'll be coming out here really soon. So let's talk about my final week of November cash stuffing. We're going to cash stuff. I'm hoping it's $300. This time I'm hoping I did the numbers right. As you saw last week, I did go ahead and had an extra $10. I still don't know what I did wrong, but y'all, it's just what it is. And if I'm only $10 one way or the other, whether it's too much or too little, $10 is better than being like $100 in the wrong direction. So with that being said, super simple, super easy. The 100 through 1,000 dollar challenges are all going to get 10s. Everything pretty much is going to get a 10, as you can see here, and it should total out to 300. Except for Amazon Prime Day, obviously, I'm throwing in another big number there. We are throwing in $100 for Amazon Prime Day, and I'm still going to throw in another $20 for Walmart delivery because I do have the in-home service, which is an extra $6.99 on top of that. But this is something that I have already paid an entire year for. So with that being said, I'm just making sure that I'm geared up and ready to throw it at it again come next summer. I already have Amazon Prime in the bag and ready to repeat in, I believe I want to say it's July, don't quote me, but I think it's July. I need to do another year's payment, annual payment, and Lord have mercy, if that thing raises again, I will probably cry. So let's go ahead and we're gonna move this over to the side. This is the binder that I'll be using. Y'all, I've had this since a long time, okay, really long time. And it's just a zippered binder, nothing very special. I'm actually pretty shocked that that there's nothing ever happened to the zipper on this, but I will be showing this in the future video on my 2024 outlook that we have with mentioning all of my goals and things of that nature. I know consistency was something I've been struggling with all this year, and it's something I'd like to change and become more consistent with. So let's go ahead. This is going to be a really easy count out for today. We have 100. So I can move that over a little bit. Oops, don't mind knocking it over. Let's put that paper clip out of the way. So we have 100, 120. Let's make sure I don't drop anything when I move things. My CCTV is just wanting to be in the way today. It's just wanting to get some attention apparently. So that was 120. 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93. Oh my gosh, I'm counting it again. It's 310. I don't know what is going on. Okay, so that was 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. It sounds like deja vu. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 3. Okay, y'all, I just counted it wrong. I was about to say this is not going to happen a second week in a row, but it's all good. We've got it counted properly in the full bed. So, as you know, groceries are not happening for this week. Now, again, I've mentioned before, we do not do Thanksgiving, and that is fine with my kids. That is fine with me. And, you know, like I've told you before, we are just thankful for every single day. And that's the way that our household is. So there's no reason to select a single day, spend a lot of money on them, y'all. We don't have people over, y'all, because I've had to do what I've had to do with the toxicity in my life. The only person outside this house, other than my neighbor down the street, who is absolutely amazing, her and her son, the only other person I associate with is my daughter Tori and her boyfriend and my grandson. I do associate obviously with my husband overseas, but that's how small our family's gotten. We don't have cousins. We don't have any of that other stuff. So unfortunately, it's a sad situation, but it had to be done. Toxicity in my life is over. It's just not what I need in my life. And my kids don't either. So they're very happy with just us being here at the house. And y'all, my kids can eat. They eat on a daily basis. Like it's Thanksgiving, okay? Let's be real. They eat like it's the Last Supper every single day. So groceries don't need anything. Uber, we're not going anywhere either. Buffer doesn't need anything, and we're holding tight on buffer. We haven't had to use that this past week. So with that being said, I had mentioned last week that we plan on keeping things very quiet in this house. $10 is going in to my variable spending. So that's $10. Next one again is me. Again, this is going to be very consistent with last week's, with the minus the $50 in groceries that I had put in last week, and plus the extra 10 that I couldn't figure out where it went, so I put it into groceries. So I actually put 60 last week into groceries. Another 10 that just went in for me. $10 for pets. I've just come to the realization in life everything needs to be calm and simple and an easy approach to things. It makes my household so amazing to be in. $10 is going into bank buffer. The last one is just pets. Let me see if I did that right. Let me make sure this is bank buffer. I know that I talk and then I start losing track of where I'm at. Yep, bank. Yeah, that's my bank buffer. Okay, cool. I called it bank buildup on here, but it really, all it is putting it back to my bank and having a larger buffer, because the more money you have on the side that you can access if you need to, the better off you are. Summer groceries is getting a 10 as well. I do need to buy a new snow cone maker. I'm thinking about doing it for this upcoming summer. We've always got the real tiny ones, and they just are not, they're just not good. I'll be honest, they just don't work well. Etsy shop is getting a 10, and that is for me, for my Etsy shop itself. Okay, the next one is household is getting a 10, and this basically is for anything I need in the household, whether it be cleaners, whether it be personal care, whether it be anything for the house itself, y'all. It's anything that I need for the house. Emergency cash is getting a 10. Kids is getting a 10. Won't be long, y'all. Before I know it, it'll be spring and summer, and we'll be buying more clothes for the kids. All right, I cannot believe how fast my kids grow. And the last of my $1,000 challenge here is moving, and that is getting a 10. All right, so we're done with that. I haven't made the tracker for Walmart delivery. My son will be making that. He was supposed to make it last week, but we just got super busy. So $10 is going in. Nope, I take that back. Ooh, let me catch myself there. This is Walmart delivery, and I need to have, I think it's by next summer. I want to just make sure that I have that. So $20 is going into there. Look at me, y'all. Catching myself finally for a change. Now, I did move some of these cards around this time, so I apologize. Okay, that's a Prime Day. I haven't moved them around yet. It's after this one, I believe. Prime Day is getting the $100, y'all, the big boy, because I am a Prime Day fanatic. And y'all, I had just gotten those Echoes from Prime Day. They are listed at, like, I believe, I want to say it's $55 for the Echo 5. I bought 3 of them during Prime Day in October for their secondary Prime Day. I was shocked to see they had a secondary Prime Day, but let me tell y'all, I was super excited. I bought 3 Echoes for $22 a piece, y'all. Like, are you crazy? $22 a piece. So I got 3 of them for barely the price over 1. I still need to get Jessica one, but that is in the works. So if I remember right, I did switch the envelopes around a little bit, so I apologize having to pull it out. That is smart home. For my next home will be a smart home, y'all. I'll be getting all kinds of smart devices. One of the things I really, really want to get is a smart stove. And it's not for lazy purposes, but to be able to turn my oven on and off with knowing things on a phone, because I am blind, is going to be a game changer. Also, a smart thermostat. So $10 is going into smart home. I do plan on getting smart lamps and smart light bulbs and all the things smart. Now, I will do it little by little. I've already got a smart microwave. Y'all, I didn't pay that much even for my smart microwave. I think I paid like $45 for my Amazon smart microwave about a year ago or so, I want to say. All right, so this is my envelopes for my 26 envelope challenge. That's the total that I will have when I complete this challenge. So we're putting in a 10. Same thing for the 50 envelope challenge, and it'll be the same thing for the 100 envelope challenge. Do y'all see how I'm just constantly putting money in, It doesn't have to be a specific number if you don't want to. It's just you keep putting in what you can until you reach that amount. Okay, here's my 100 envelope challenge. I've completed this once. I will say when I complete the 100 envelope challenge again, it's gonna go to my home deposit. So I'm just letting y'all know. Now, I will say I'm thinking, but I'm not got it in stone, that this 50 envelope challenge and this 26 envelope challenge is most likely going to go to my firm account. So just to pay it down. Not got it in stone, so don't hold me to it just yet, but that's most likely what I will be doing. And I apologize, I have to pull these out because I did move some envelopes around. So date night is getting a 10. Slow and steady wins the race on this. If I can put $10 in a week, every week, then at the end of the month, I'll have $40 every month. So when Boo gets over here, yes, I call him Boo. That's not his real name, but he's always gone by Boo. My kids even call him Boo. So yeah, that's my Boo. We'll be able to go out and have really good meals now. He likes seafood and I do not. So I know he's going to want to go to Red Lobster, and I can take him there, no problem. But Olive Garden is my love, and, you know, my kids, they be liking Golden Corral. So when he comes over, we're going to be taking him to Golden. We're going to take him everywhere because he's not used to these kind of eatery out places that we're all used to. And we're super excited to get his opinion on things. He's not a very big eater, y'all. He eats like a bird. Uber Eats is going to get a 10. And again, I apologize that I don't color on these trackers. All these trackers are listed in my shop, but the deal with this is I can't see to color them in, and I would just be wasting them because I'd color in and have to repeat and then color in. So I just use them as aesthetic purposes for y'all to know what they're for. For me, they're just basically dashboards. All right, Father's Day and Mother's Day are the last two, and y'all, I was a good girl this time. I didn't mess it up at all. Like, my money is spot on, finally. $10 is going into that one. And I really, really love these laminated envelopes that have the savings challenges built in. Again, using it as a dashboard, but this is through Miko, Studio Miko. So I absolutely love it. And it's all ran together. It's a very, everything's lowercase. It's STUDIOMEKO. So please look her up on Etsy. She's from Canada, so if you live in the United States, it does take a while to get these envelopes in. I promise you they are well worth the wait. And $10 going into Mother's Day. So I don't know if Mother's Day is first or Father's Day is first. I believe Father's Day is first, but it doesn't matter. They both get the same amount every single week. So, all right, y'all, that's what we have for you today. Again, it's going to be a simple process going into the new year. I will be turning, hang on here. I lied to you all. What do I have here? I have a 10 again. Y'all, I'm not doing something right. Y'all better be catching me on this and telling me what I'm doing wrong. I have a 10 again, and I went through every single envelope and put exactly in what I'm supposed to be putting in. So my math is way the heck off. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. 2 weeks in a row. It's deja vu. I think I'm just bringing it on myself. It's okay. It's all right. I'm just gonna, let's put it back in me again. I did that the other week. No, last week I think I did groceries. Okay, forget it. I put 20 in me. Let's just, oh, Lord have mercy, y'all. I thought I was good. I spoke too soon. So anyways, it is what it is. I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna just say I quit. Call it quits and just not even think about it. But back to what I was saying, I'm just gonna make my approach in life so much simpler. And since June of this year, y'all, I think the weight of the world and the universe itself has been lifted off my shoulders. Now, I've got a lot of things to accomplish in 2024. My husband should be over here. Woohoo! We're hoping by the summer coming up. I'm hoping to move to Arkansas and be closer to my daughter and my grandson. I am hoping to get a house that has a fenced-in backyard so that my chihuahuas can have the paradise that they always wanted and truly deserve. I plan on putting things like running tunnels out there, building a transport system in the sense of a deck where they can run up onto the little deck and then run down, like ramp systems and stuff like that. So they have like a little chihuahua playground in paradise in the backyard because my chihuahuas really deserve that. I plan to do so much more for my kids. I plan to just live life to the fullest, and by doing that, you know, it's just, it can be simple, it can be easy. Keeping my house neat and organized is a huge goal for me. I'm very big on things that have to be like a cubby system or I micromanage everything in my house, and everything has to have certain spots and be in a certain place and be labeled. And I'm going to continue to work on that because I've got big dreams coming ahead. And y'all, they're just simple dreams. It's just an everyday, like, most people be like, well, that's not much of a dream, but my simplicity is where my love of things is at. It's just to be simple and just live life to the fullest on each and every day. So, all right, y'all, there's our cash stuffing. Again, I don't know where another $10 came. Deja vu. But that's okay. That's all right. We're just going to keep working with it until I figure out where the heck I'm counting something wrong. Because I put the money in exactly where it belongs. And it still turned out $10 ahead. But maybe there's just something going on that says, hey, look, you need an extra $10 somewhere in this budget. And you're just not putting it in. So we're forcing it. But that's all right, y'all. So I will be back in the next day or so. I will give you the rundown on what I have left in my budget and be showing you exactly what's going to be put towards our home deposit for the end of the month of November. I hope that everybody is going to have a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving for those of you who are celebrating with family and friends. And don't think that we're being counted out. Y'all, we eat pumpkin pie year round. Like, pumpkin pie is not a November and December thing. Pumpkin pie for us is a year-round thing. And ham for us is year-round. And all the fixings are year-round. So we're probably just going to make pasta. Or, you know, my kids want to make a lasagna. So make a homemade lasagna with a side salad during that day. I probably would have done that for Thanksgiving if we celebrated it anyways. We're not traditionally ones that just want ham or turkey. We're a pasta-loving family. I'm from Italy, so I'm Italian, and, you know, my kids have my heritage of being Italian, and the love for pasta just reaches arm lengths around the world. So with that being said, that's probably what we'll be doing for Thanksgiving. We'll just have big old pasta, French bread, a side salad, and a pumpkin pie. So if that's considering a Thanksgiving meal, then so be it, but that's what we're going to do. So any questions, comments, concerns, and or suggestions, please always feel free to leave them down in the comment section down below. Again, consistency is going to be on for 2024 again. I failed at it this year, but you look at me now, y'all. I'm finally uploading on time. Don't call that a win just yet. You know, we're a couple weeks in. We're not even got a winning streak on that yet. But, you know, consistency, keeping things simple, keeping things happy, keeping my kids well fed and happy, and keeping my chihuahuas the same way. So we'll catch you in the next video, y'all. Until then, please remember to stay safe. Without Limits is out.